Another new feature of this engine is the possibility to change all shaders of a scene into a white one and turn it into a model. This can be done with only one click in Artlantis 6. We'll need to open the Rendering Parameters dialog, and in the upper right-hand corner, we'll switch from the physical engine to that of White Model. At this point, all shaders are changed into a white one, except the transparent ones, which will preserve their transparency, reflectiveness, and their color. It's important to note that the White Model engine can be assigned to only one camera. The rest of the views will preserve the original shaders and materials. We should also highlight another feature of Artlantis called Ambient Occlusion. This will highlight the edges first of all, the intersections of surfaces, and thus the scene will get more realism and all small reliefs of the facade will become more visible. The ambient occlusion is in fact a virtual shadow, a visual effect we can add to our scenes. It can be activated in the rendering parameters, where we should activate it and then we can continue to set the size and the intensity. There's a working unit for the size to better control its wideness. After we close the dialog, we'll need to ask for a second refreshment of the preview by clicking on the Refine Preview icon again. The ambient occlusion will be applied after the refreshment was finished, and it appears as a filter added to the preview. There are 3 yellow dots flashing in the corner here, showing us that the updating process is still ongoing. Artlantis continues with the calculations of the scene, and when finished, the dots will disappear, and the filter with the virtual shadows of the ambient occlusion will be applied. The ambient occlusion is not a real shadow, it's just a virtual effect that gives a better 3D feeling and highlights even the smallest reliefs of the geometry. I can reopen the settings and adjust the size again. This can be done in real time. The preview will immediately react and show the changes. I can also change the intensity until I find a realistic, credible proportion for it. The ambient occlusion completes the white model in a very special way. However, it can also be applied to any scene calculated with the physical engine of Artlantis.